TikTokers, hello YouTube, hello Facebook, and hello to X. How the good folks out there doing? If you're following through My City, My Music Radio, what up, good folk, good people? If you're following us on the Dre Montez feed on YouTube, Dre Montez 63, we do appreciate you, as well as on TikTok and Facebook. Good people, it is one of my favorite days of the week, Friday. Not in the sense where everybody used to look Friday for what is known as what? Payday. But no, just a little bit more unconventional. But neither here nor there. Let's raise that roof. Got high fives in the building. Chest bump. Let's hug this thing out. There you go. Let's get in there for the real thing. Oh, there you go. Oh, you got to hug it out sometimes. Sometimes you got to hug that thing on out to yourself. Good folk, good people. If you are celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating an anniversary today, happy anniversary to you. If you have the day off, congratulations, you're doing something right. And shout out to all the day drinkers out there. Turn them up if you got them. Have a special birthday shout out to my dude, my boy, my son, Dre Jr. Happy birthday, Dre Jr. Happy birthday from Pop to you. I wish I was off work so I can kick it with you. Happy birthday to you, son. You know, as we get older, we reflect on the fact that we have kids. The fact of the process that we went through to get to these kids when they get in their teens, when they get in their 20s, they become parents, they get their own lives, they're getting their own identity. It's kind of fun to sit back and watch this whole process go through. The fact I have 6 kids, 3 boys, 3 girls, what I like to call the Dre 6. Shout out to you all, love you all, appreciate you all. But watching your kids grow and develop into the young man or woman that they're going to accustomed to being and watching them grow into that, it is a joy and a pleasure to watch. I mean, nobody has an easy process through it. You're going to have your trials and tribulations just like in your own life, so expect your kids to have them too, but you have to be there for them, for support mainly, and also for that communication factor. But the fact that I have a kid in their 30s, have kids in their 30s, I had 3 in their 30s, 3. I don't know where the time has gone. You know, older people tell you this all the time, to value your time and know your value. Those are the best words of wisdom and advice I can give anyone. Don't take time for granted. Just understand the moment that you're in. Enjoy the moment that you're in and enjoy life as well. Those are the words of wisdom right there by your boy Dre Montez. Oh, we're getting creative today. We're getting pretty creative out here. Good folk, good people. We got a few new sponsors we added to the old table, to the old chain, up on the TV. We got some people up on the TV now. We're getting people on the TV. If you want to be a part of joining the TV team, go ahead and reach out to me. Very affordable for you to advertise your business, your path, your progressions on the show. But I'd like to welcome Jack Nolan's as they're celebrating their 5th anniversary, located down in the heart of Soulard at 2501 South 9th Street. If you're into smash burgers, you're in a good atmosphere, good people, good service, good food, stop on by, say hello, but welcome to the team, Jack Nolan's. And we're visiting Bell Vegas next Friday. That's right. A week from today, we'll be at the Candy Bar. They're up on the TV right now. They're up on the TV right now. We're going to the Candy Bar. We'll be there live from 12 to 1. Stop on by, say hello. They're located at 3 South High Street. We will be in Bell Vegas next Friday. You know, when you go to Bell Vegas, there are a whole lot of things to do. You know, it's kid-friendly, family-approved. Mom and grandpa, mom and dad, the young ones, you can take the whole family to kid and caboodle. Because you know what's downtown? Santa. Santa's coming. And you can also check out one of the coolest movie theaters out there, the Lincoln Movie Theater. Go check it out for yourself. And if you need something for ma, grandpa, grandma, your mother, your wife, your daughter, and you want to get a good old cup of Joe, stop on by Grim and Gorley. Got something for the whole family. And to the people out there on the patio at the office lounge, my people, good food, good entertainment at Tavern on Main, as well as margaritas as well. Huh? Bigfoot Comics has something for you and the kid in you as well. So we will be in Belleville next Friday. Looking forward to it. And shout out to the folks in Soulard again. Welcome to the team and the family. Jack Nolan's in Soulard, located at 2501 South 9th Street. Stop on by for lunch in the land of Soulard. Stop on by Hammerstone's. Try that Montez special. It's a little bit late for lunch, right? I mean, for breakfast. But if you go there for breakfast, get that Montez special. Grits with cheese, 2 sausage patties, a tall PBR, and a shot of Fireball. Talk to me. Talk to me. Huh? Talk on with me now. Talk on with me. And you can also stop by 9th Street Deli at Howard's. And for that music lover and you, mosey on down close to the stadium, you got honky tonk. Yeah, buddy, got that foot stomping music right there. Got old country, new country, and today's country. Stop on by honky tonk. And for that blues and jazz and you got BB's, Jazz, Blues, and Soups awaiting your next visit. So there you have it, folks, for sure. We got you covered on technology and transportation as well. You got Labyrinth Smart Mobility, which is located downtown as well. Your electric vehicle experience awaits you. Well, I guess before we get into the show, there's a couple of things I was able to experience that I want to share with you before we get into the show. And one of them is about relationships. I had no idea this was going on out there in the dating world. I had no idea. I found this out yesterday, that it's applicable to men over 40 that have been in a relationship over 5 years, married or just long-term dating, over 5 years. This is what I'm being told right now, what's going on out there. This is what I was told yesterday. That car that he's picking you up in, that's the backup car. That's not the number one car. The apartment or house that you're going to visit him at or he's cooking dinner at, that's not the main residence. That's his spot that he rents in the city. They're holding back on what they actually have due to the materialism factors out there that the women folk have been showing early signs that they only in it for what? The money. Do you blame the men folk? I was kind of, I didn't expect the conversation to go there, but it went there. It wasn't a yelling about women or talking down about women, just the fact when you've been through a lot. I'm talking from the male side. I'm talking for us. I can't talk for the women folk. I'm not one of those shows or one of those guys that pretend I know what women are thinking or thinking about or know what's on their mind. Nobody does. They don't even know that. Okay? They don't even know that. Huh? Can we all agree? Do the nod factor. Yes, we can. Okay. Carry on, sir. We'll do. Now, with that being said, if you don't spot the obvious, the okie doke, Travis Hunter, you're going to end up on the bad end of something. When you see those early signs and it's happening all the time, okay, I can see the guard being up. I don't want her to know that I got this type of vehicle. I don't want her knowing and seeing my crib and judging me on the things that I have in here. So I'm just going to keep it modest. I applaud that. And here's an open discussion out there that I got involved in on folks that live alone. Folks that live alone. Groceries or prepared meals. Which way are you going? You can't go grocery shopping once a month if you live alone. That don't make sense. That's unhealthy. Every 2 weeks, I'm at the grocery store. Nothing is being wasted. You at the point now, you're buying the food that you're going to consume, okay? We don't go grocery shopping high, late at night, or hungry. Those are the three don'ts of the grocery store. Don't go grocery shopping high, late at night, or hungry. Don't do it. Go with a list. Stick with the list. It works. So you add all that up, going grocery shopping every 2 weeks, what you eat, depending on what your diet is, what you're working on. If you're trying to work on your figure, if you're trying to get in that bathing suit, go on that cruise with the crew, depends on what you're eating. Every 2 weeks, that adds up. That adds up. Now, let's look at the prepared meals. They got some good ones out here. Shout out to B with the Beard for giving me the heads up on this, about these prepared meals. They're healthy. You can mix and match. Nothing is being wasted. So I think to start off the new year, I'm going to try the prepared meals for 3 months. No grocery store. No grocery store. We're going to see which is the better financial decision. It's like when we went through this with cutting the cord on cable and everybody started getting the streaming services. In the beginning, they seemed natural. The fees seemed reasonable. The quality, the lagging or not lagging, the content we were getting, it all made sense in the beginning. And then they went out there and lost their damn mind. Everybody's streaming. Everybody. You got to pick and choose what you're going to watch, how you can watch it, which one I'm allowed to allocate, a la carte. How's this going to work out? I figure most sports fans watch a majority of television in the fall and the winter. Majority of the sports in the apps right there, fall and winter. Can we agree? Okay. The summertime, if you're a television guy, a movie person, you can wait to the winter. Baseball is meant to be watched with people or at the game, especially here in St. Louis. I'm only judging here. So knowing when to cut the cord, now having the decision between prepared meals and grocery shopping. Don't get me wrong, I like grocery shopping. You see some very attractive people at the grocery store. Shout out to Snooks in Clayton. You using help them grocery store? You got that? Go that damn far to get groceries. They doing something right. It ain't the low prices, I tell you that. It has nothing to do with the prices by the people that go to that Snooks. Just go to that Snooks behind the Esquire. Go on a Sunday morning between 9 and 10:30 in the morning. You'll thank me later. You'll thank me later. All right, couple of more things, then we're going to get into the show here on this Fist Pump Friday edition of the show. Good folk, good people. We have a new artist that we're featuring today, Young Dido. That his name? I think that's his name. I'm having him on the show next week. Very, very intelligent young man. I like his music. We feature one of his songs opening the show called Sway, and we're going to play it again. But all next week, I'm going to feature his music on the show. A couple more things before we get into the show. You know, as we're closing out the year, people throwing away clothes, getting rid of furniture, want to be out with the old and with the new. 25 going to be my year, y'all. We hear that all the time, don't we? But what about the people that had a good 24? Huh? What about the people who 2024 was damn good to you? Huh? Don't put me in that category that I had out with the 24. I want 24 to go 2 more months. What about those people? To the people that had a good 24, it wasn't bad, was it? Wasn't bad at all. Good 24. You accomplished the list. You added more, and you're prepared for 25, okay? But to the folks out there that's trying to clean up things, want that brand new version of you, Want to kind of start over, but you can't start over, but you know what I'm talking about. Well, there's a few things we got to do. We got to close out the beef out there. If you got any beef with anybody out there in Earthland, Earth, it is December 13th. You have time to clear the beef. Clear it up. You got into a crazy argument. You don't know what it was about. You don't know why. You haven't spoken in 7 months. That was your roadie. Your motherfucker. But y'all not speaking over stupidity. Clean up the beef. Let's clear it up right now. Let's clear up the beef. If you going into 25 still with some tood in you, need to get rid of it. Get rid of that tood. And this is one of my favorites right here. This is one of my all-time favorites because it usually goes incomplete by Valentine's Day. When people say this right here, my New Year's resolution is going to be, how many of you actually follow through with your New Year's resolution? I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to buy me a damn truck. I'm going to think more about property and do more in my community with my free time. How many of you did that? How many of you actually lost weight that was on the list? I'm going to lose 15 pounds this year. How many of y'all did that? I'm going to expand my brain thought and do more brain exercises on Tuesdays and Fridays. How many of you did that? I'm going to spend more time with my kids and in telling them the value of life outside of the monetary situation. I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to finish up school. I'm going to get my degree. How many of you did that? How many of you? It sounds good, the New Year's resolution. You know, I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to be more supportive to my friends and family. How many of you really do that? Follow through with your New Year's resolution. Follow through. Last year I said, I'm going to take vacation seriously. I think I did that. I think New Year's resolutions should be doable. More realistic. Not I want to win the lottery. Who doesn't want to win the lottery? I don't want those problems, though. If you really think about it, just think about right now, where you at in life, right now, your age. Just stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. Just stop for 1 minute. Just hear me out. Think about right now, in your moment, right now, how much money you think you have made in your entire life through jobs, allowance, stealing, theft. I don't care how much money you think you have had in your lifetime right now, your state of life where you're at right now. Now, the money you think you've had, how much money you think you have spent in your entire life? How many of you are in the double digits of the millions? How many? I wish there was a way we could figure out, not a guesstimate, but an exact point to tell us how much money we have spent in our entire lifetime. If we could just look up in the left corner of our eye and it just tell us in that corner how much money we spent. How many of us would we be pissed like, son of a bitch? Gives you something to think about, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel good to say yes? Yes. All right, folks, it is Fist Pump Friday, and we're being brought to you by title sponsor, Certa Pro Painters, Edmond, Oklahoma. Shout out to the boys and the crew in OKC, Oklahoma. That is good folks, good people. Well, it's Fist Pump Friday, and there are a lot of things that have happened this week that have brought up discussions. What would you do? What would you do? We always put ourselves in the entertainer's shoes, his or her, the athlete, his or her, coaches, whatever it may be. We try to imagine ourselves in that situation. Well, I wouldn't do that. Well, if that was me, I couldn't imagine that shit. I wish my kids would. I couldn't be married to her. We all play that role on what we would do. And it brings up what's going on from college football to the NFL to the coaching realms. I'm talking about Bill Belichick. Ever since I saw the Bill Belichick documentary years ago, I wanted to get inside that man's mind on why he acts that way. Why does he talk to the media that way? Why does he address his players that way? And I watched that documentary. I learned a valuable lesson. The man loves football. The man wants you to do your job. Don't waste his time. But his undeniable love of the game of football and the way he strategizes the game is beautiful. The way he prepares his team, not just for success, but for mistakes and failures that could happen throughout a game. Impressive. But he's also come up this week, since Belichick stopped coaching with the Patriots or whatever the way that went down, in his eyes, we've seen a more comfortable and relaxed Bill Belichick open up in a way we've never seen Coach Belichick open up before. And we also saw the video footage of him leaving now his girlfriend, who's 24, 26 years old. Don't matter at all. If you haven't slept with a young person, shame on you. Get out there and do your part. They're fun. But dating a young person and sleeping with a young person is totally different. Dating a 24-year-old and sleeping with a 24-year-old are both two different situations. But here's the way I'm looking at this. In the documentary about the Patriots, they gave no credibility to Bill Belichick. They gave all credit to Bob Kraft and terrific Thomas Jefferson, Patrick Brady. They gave them the credit of what the New England football Patriots did. They gave no credit to Bill Belichick. Check. And then Arthur Blank has the audacity to interview this man twice. It kind of reminds me when Nick Anderson stole the ball from Michael Jordan. Nobody talks about what Jordan did after that game. He went to the gym. He worked out. When he came back, then nobody want that smoke. Bill Belichick is pissed. You have drove this man to college, to North Carolina, take your shirt off, twist it around your head, spin it like a helicopter. You done sent him there. Well, the female gene pool is outstanding up there in Carolina land. Shout out to the Cackalack 704 in the building. Well, they just fired Mac Brown. He's 72. Why would they hire a 72-year-old man to come and do the same job? They just let a guy go. That's the same age. It doesn't make sense. To the football mindset, it does. Can Bill Belichick recruit? For what? For what? Money talks to these players now. They don't want to see Belichick on the couch talking to mom and dad and grandpa and the uncle that sleeps in the room next door. No. How much money? That's all they want to hear. Name, image, likeness, / revenue sharing. That's where we're at. Nobody care about Belichick being in the living room. Big mama gonna like Bill Belichick. Ain't you that man they made fun of? I seen you on the TV. Baby. No, I won't have to do all that. The game has changed. Now, if it was still in the days and the form where you got to go in that single-wide trailer and convince Big Mama to let Hakeem come to Carolina, okay. Well, you got to go to Carson County, Mississippi, and talk to Trent's mom to let Trent come to Carolina. You don't have to do all that no more. Recruiting has changed. The language has changed what these kids want. They talking about the MONEY. That's all they talking about. But I don't think it's going to be an immediate turnaround. But if he gets kids that want to play football and love football, other than kids that have to play football because it's in the gene pool and that's the only way they're going to get any money left to them in the will, big difference. But again, just because the man is sleeping with the young woman, proud of him. Did you see his wife? Did you did you see that? She's a manly looking woman. Hey. Let it go, Dre. Let it go. But I think this is good for college football. It's good for, there's no age discrimination. Now, a lot of people saying now this is going to open up more opportunity for minority coaches. Maybe Eric Public be enemy. I still don't understand how that man was part of what happened and transpired with the Kansas City Football Chiefs offensively. All these head coaching jobs come up across the league. They say about the Rooney Rule. Bullshit. Then it comes out, well, he doesn't interview well. What does that mean? What doesn't, what, is he on his phone while you're interviewing him? Is he playing tiddlywinks? Is he toilet? What does an interview well mean? Then he goes to college and go to UCLA. That was a disaster. That was pure disaster. It just didn't get to the point where I don't think Eric Public Bieniemy is in a happy spot right now. You can have a seat, buddy. I don't think he's in a happy spot right now. I don't think so at all. But I want to see where this train leads for Eric Public Bieniemy in the eyes of football fans that appreciate what he can do for the sport offensively. I don't want to do this, but we have to. We have to talk about what happened last night. It was atrocious on television. It was downright disgusting. Thursday night football. What was that? San Fran and the Rams. What was that? You mean to tell me that type of offense production was due to the rain? To the rain. What the Rams did to the Buffalo Bills, and nobody circles the wagon like the Buffalo Bills, and what they did last night, absolute travesty. Now, I don't know what's going on with the 49ers. Something going on in that front office, that locker room. It all started when Debo started dressing weird. I would card Brock Purdy every game. He still looked like he's John Stockton's youngest son in the 10th grade. I don't even know if that's possible. The man looks too young to be on an NFL field, let alone running the offense of the San Francisco 49ers. I can't figure out the 49ers. And what happened with their player refusing to enter the game. You know how hard it is to make it in the NFL? You know how hard it is to get a contract in the NFL. And this man said, I'm not going in the game. Now, everybody's been saying all kind of things. You know, this has happened before in sports back in 1994. Scottie Pippen did the same thing. Really? Scottie, we're going back to 94. We're reaching. We're reaching right now. We have seen athletes quit before. Won't be the last time. We had an athlete go choose partying other than playing in the Super Bowl and missed the entire Super Bowl because he was butt naked in a hotel room. Remember Barrett Robbins? Huh? For the Raiders? The Raiders? This man with the Tijuana missed the entire Super Bowl. I'm not saying it will come to that, but if it comes to a situation that this young man comes out to Twitter and say, I'm sorry for my actions on the field last night, I'm going through some mental issues. I hope it doesn't come to that. But the body language, there's something else going on. And that was probably the biggest Santa Claus I've ever seen in my entire life. When he was exiting the field, to the left of the screen, there's a Santa Claus figure right there. That's a very large human being. That's a large mass of a human being right there, for sure. I don't know if you've ever played a sport before, been a coach before, even a participant, had a teammate pull a crap like that. Have you ever had a teammate quit on the team before with you? I can say I have. I had a teammate quit on a team because he didn't like the way the coach made him feel. You didn't like the way the coach made you feel. Basically, he was holding you accountable for errors and not able to put the ball in the field of play, and you didn't take it well, and this man quit on the team in the middle of the game. I'm always talking a lot about how I feel about kickers. If you miss an extra point, if you miss a game-winning field goal within 50 yards of your NFL kicker, you're not coming in the locker room. You're not getting on the team plane. You're not showering with us. When we get dressed on the bus and gone. Then you can go in the locker room. That's what I would have did to him last night. Oh, you can quit. You quit all you want. You're going to sit there in that uniform until we get done. Until we get done. When we leave here, then you can go take a shower and get gone. Matter of fact, you can keep the uniform too. You're done. We done had a quarterback tap out. Now we done had a player say, nah, I want to go. Thoughts? Would love to know your thoughts on that. But I think the best moment of the night came when I realized, it was Thursday night, when I realized that in women's college basketball, Notre Dame and UConn was about to court it up. We all know how I feel about women's college basketball. We all know how I feel about women's softball. We all know how I feel about women's volleyball. It's a team effort. It's a team effort. We all got to be there. And I was there last night for Hannah Hidalgo. Look, that was a ball game last night. But this young lady, the way she plays guard, she's going to D you up full court. The way she can facilitate the ball, her court vision, her three-point range, her energy. Look here, I want all in. I'm not even a Notre Dame fan. But I'm a fan of Hannah Hidalgo. If you didn't watch that game last night, I'm telling you, women's college basketball, they're getting it. They're getting it. They're getting it. The excitement is there. Best turnout by the student body at Notre Dame ever for the women's college basketball team. Good job. UConn, good game. Good damn game. Good game. Not taking nothing bad away from UConn. That was a well-played basketball game. Greatly officiated. Had to throw that out there. Props to the officiating crew, which we don't do often. But when you do a good job, I will let you know. We just gave the women's college basketball a hell of a compliment. What's going on with the WNBA? Can somebody please explain this to? I reached out to this young lady that I found on Twitter/X, YouTube, and TikTok. She does a tremendous job of covering the WNBA. I'm trying to bring her on the show because I have questions. Not from the failed relationships between teammates, ex-teammates, former teammates, current teammates in the WNBA. Not what's going on with the allegations that the NBA lost $40 million because of the WNBA last year. Not the fact how they split up my team in Vegas for the expansion teams. Not about the cities that are getting these expansion teams. But I want to talk about the money that the fans are being charged at these games. What happened? I don't think they want us there. I don't think the WNBA want us there as fans. Look at those prices. Look at the prices. Look. I've been to every sporting event known to man. You name it, I've been to one. I went to the WNBA in the days of the Charlotte Sting and Andrea Stinson. Those days. Yeah, buddy. I've been to NASCAR. I've been to Indy race at Open Wheel. I've been at NFL, Major League Baseball. I've been to a soccer game, college championship at that. I've been to a regatta. I've been to it all. I've seen Karch Karaai play at Union Station back in the day. I've been to every sporting event you can name of, but I've yet to see a price increase the way the WNBA has done it in one season. Talk to me, please. You said you wanted us there. You said you wanted fans. Well, I can't tell. Make it stop, Father. Make it stop. Make it. I'm still going to make a game this year. I'm going to a WNBA game this year. I'm going. It's going to happen. And I'm going to make somebody highlight reel, TV show, sports moment that night, ESPN top 10. I'm going to make it some kind of damn way. And I'm not running on the court either. Those days are over. I know at one time my parents probably said, I bet that boy run on the field someday somewhere. We're going to get him out of jail, probably. I doubt it very seriously. It is Fist Bump Friday. It's Dre Jr.'s birthday weekend. Celebrate well and safe, son. Do your thing, son. Do your thing. As he is high above the earth in Arizona, having a good. I'm glad he's not like a college drinker. Got to worry about all that. You know, he look tame now. Your father stay at home, dad cool, play the video games with the kid. That's what I'm talking about right there. So in that honor, as a father, I must do the most honorable thing. I must kick it for my Dre. So I will be out celebrating today. So I'm taking all drinks vicariously through my son, Dre Jr., for his birthday. So when you come up to Dre Sr., just say, Dre Sr., happy birthday for Dre Jr. Here you go, what you drinking. There you go. See, that's how we do this here. That's how we extenuate the birthday celebration. Well, we're in countdown mode right now. It's time to figure out who's getting what for Christmas. Is she worth all that? Is he worth all that? You really gonna get him that? You getting your side dude something this year? Or you getting your side dude something this year? Does the side dude only get something for his birthday or Christmas too? And if you're new to side dating, you can't overdo the gift. You can't do it. You can't get them both the same thing. That's like a rookie mistake. They teach you that in Side Dating 101. That's like rule number 1. Don't buy both of them the same gift from the same store. So those right there, those are good tips right there. All right, so we got Christmas shopping is about to be at an all-time high because time is running out. Don't forget to get them babies something. And if you are participating in a toy donation, pay attention to the rules. If it say unwrapped toy, it means don't wrap the damn toy up. All right? If it says toys for boys and girls, that means toys for boys and girls, okay? Read them. You're the adult here. Roll your sleeves up. Get involved. Todd. We also have to be on the lookout for these ugly sweater Christmas parties. It's that time. And I don't know who said anything about ugly sweater sexy contest. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're going to keep it ugly. There is no ugly sweater sexy contest. Stop it, Jillian. No. Ugly sweater contest only. Also, this is that time where you got to go visit Santa for the little babies. I've shared this story before, but I believed in Santa till I was 12 years old. I'm not afraid to admit it. Yep. I can remember just like it was yesterday. It was a cold winter's night here in beautiful North County, St. Louis. I was visiting my cousin Chris, and we got into a heated argument over the football game as we were looking through the Dalton's book, pointing out and circling things we wanted for Christmas to give to Santa. And he said these words with a straight face. Cousin, there is no Santa Claus. What do you speak of? Your parents buy your gifts. What? What do you mean there's no Santa Claus? And then I blacked out. SWAT team was there. I called my parents in a fit of rage, crying to come and get me. I didn't want to spend the night there no more. I had to go. I had to run. There's no way you're telling me that this person I've been crying and writing letters to since the age of 5 was a fake. I didn't take it well. For one, in 1978, I had straight A's. I asked for a racing car set, and I never got it. So I was mad at Santa for a long time. And then I found out it was my parents, so I had that discussion with them. That did not go well. But you ever try to tell your parents you mad at something you didn't get for Christmas? and you didn't put in on nothing. You too young to work. You just got to put on the clothes they give you. Eat what's in front of you. Go to bed when they tell you to go to bed. Let them lick their tongue to wipe something off your face. You got to do that. But you cannot talk back to your parents about a gift you didn't get. Woo! Choke slam, slow motion. There it is. So you got to figure out what you're doing for the Santa situation for your little baby son of a bitch. Are you going to see Santa? Or you being these new parents that's renting out Santa for a damn hour or two to come to your house? How you going to explain to Timmy? How you going to explain to Timmy that Santa's in the living room before Christmas, huh? He just took his break before Christmas to come to the house. I don't like that. It's also my favorite time of the year. Work parties. Oh, boy. All the work party. All the days we worked in corporate America. The at-work Christmas party. Oh, boy. Oh, this is the one you got to tell your husband, oh, look, you know, Stanley in the office, you know, he's harmless. He's harmless. Don't pay him no mind. Just you got to talk to your spouse and your partner before you take them to the office Christmas party, because that at-work spouse probably doesn't handle it well when he see you with your real partner. So you got to have those talks. You also got to have that talk with your partner, the one that takes the word open bar too far. You got to have that talk. Look, no more Frank the Tank, okay? In my days of driving a limo and driving a golf cart, I have met several people that have been asked to leave a work party that they're attending with their spouse because they took that phrase, open bar, too far. So have that talk. Don't say I didn't warn you. And also for the single folks out there, new to the area, that came here because of a job or a failed relationship or to adopt a dog. You're here in St. Louis now. You don't have that many friends, but the friends you have made, you guys have come together during the holiday season to have these Friendsgivings type of situations, huh? Well, here's what I need y'all to do. If y'all gonna potluck it, you got to have a trial run if somebody's new to the group and no one has tasted Sarah's food yet, okay? Or Mikey. We got to watch these new people in the group that just want to bring food, and we have yet to cook your cooking. All right, we gotta get a beat on that. Get a beat on that for sure. And also tomorrow is Saturday. It's the one day a week I get to pretend I'm 22 years old because it's college football Saturday. But tomorrow's a different day. From 8 a.m. until kickoff, we got the college football show on the All Sports All Plays Network, ASAP Sports Network. My dude Ray and I, we break down the college football matchups, and right now it's bowl season. Everybody's going bowling. We don't know who's going to play. You got 19,000 kids in the portal. You got a whole team getting the portal at Marshall, okay? But tomorrow, it's the Army-Navy game. What? It's the Army-Navy game. Huh? Beat Army, go Navy. As a United States Navy man and proud veteran, shout out to the counselor, I love watching the Army-Navy game. I love the stories. I love the pregame. I wish I could still fit in my uniform. I want to try and put my Cracker Jack uniform on. So bad. I was 178 pounds when I joined the military in 1989. 178 pounds. That's about a butt cheek right now. I would love to see if I could fit in that uniform. Like, but I will don my Navy colors tomorrow, for sure. I will don the Navy colors all day tomorrow. Go Navy. It has been an enjoyable time here since we've come to the studio version of the show with Montez at Midday, as well as Who's to Blame, the podcast, where you can catch the latest episode of Who's to Blame, the podcast, which is up and available on Spreaker. But the best way to get caught up on the latest episodes, whether you missed the whole show here of the live stream or you missed yesterday's podcast, you can go to My City, My Music / Dre Montez. Right there. Boop. Get you right there. Boop. That easy. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Get you all caught up right there. So I think we all caught up. Again, shout out to our newest sponsor, Jack Nolan's and Soulard, as well as the Candy Bar. Bell Vegas, we're coming. We're coming. We're coming. We will be there next Friday with the people, for the people, and by the people of Bell Vegas. So if you're going to see Santa this weekend over in Bell Vegas, don't forget to stop by the Lincoln Movie Theater as well. Do yourself a favor and make a day of it. It's the weekend. Remember on the weekend you got to go with mom and dad or grandpa and grandma and just disappear, going to different stores and seeing how older people shop, how you going to shop when you get older. You had an idea on how to navigate the weekend. Well, we're going to navigate the weekend tomorrow with some college football and the Army-Navy game. Well, good folks, good people, I would like to thank you again for tuning in to the show today of CertaPro Painters Presents Montez at Midday. Next week, we have a very, very exciting week. I think we're loaded up with guests next week. I got the wonderful and talented Gabe going to bring us some poetry. And I think we're trying to figure out the day that Dee from D&D Don't Get Butthurt makes her return next week on her schedule as well. And also we're trying to line up Coach of the Year, Lincoln University golf team, Cortland Ware, going to get him on the show as well. Trying to pinpoint the exact time. Going to get these folks on the show for an edition that we do call Hometown Highlights, as a segment that we do on the show on Wednesdays. Well, folks, have a great weekend. Do what you can. Do what you want. But most importantly, be good at it. Don't forget, the roof is the ceiling. The roof is the ceiling. And don't forget, happy birthday, Dre Jr. Enjoy your weekend, son, and kick it like the old man would for sure. And we're going to get some music here and get on up out of chair and let you get through the day. Good people. All the stuff today. All the stuff today. Kick it.
Swerve, 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 swerve. Baby, I'm lit on alert. For what they told in the nerd. I wanna go out the molly. I wanna need no perk. Swerve, 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 swerve. Baby, I'm going insane. I cannot stay in my lane. They wanna play with us down. Brody, you not gonna spray. Swerve, swerve, swerve. Swerve, 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 swerve. I'm off double cup. I'm tryna fuck it up. They won't play with us. Pussy nigga never talk. Came up from the dirt, from the bottom. Came up from the dirt. Say she fuck with me.